Hello guys. We are playing um Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity, yeah.
Yep. I'll be so real with you, I just want it. I'm just doing this for Mifa.
That's fair. Black screen of death, I see.
Yep. Oh, finally.
Well, I don't know about you, but these cinematics are pretty striking so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The Cyclops nut blasters.
You know, there really isn't anything like the Guardians in TOTK, huh?
No. Not, well, the Gloom Hands are apparently supposed to be their basically replays.
Really? That's disappointing.
Yeah. Dude, it's anti-cum Ganon. He's the anti-cum. Dude, that one fucking Guardian got like, what was it? Like a friendship cannon nuked?
Yeah. Bro did actually get nuked by the holy power of friendship.
Egg.
Egg.
Egg. Egg.
It's making really stupid beeping sounds, and I hope that they drop kick it like a soccer ball. Know what I mean?
Me when my egg gets wet.
Protect everyone.
It's raining if you couldn't tell.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, look it's raining.
Yeah, I can hear that. So why is there just this random guardian with time powers?
Yeah, I can hear that too.
Like, right? It doesn't really make sense, does it?
Well, we don't really know what the Guardians can do. We just know that they are like mechanical creatures with like beams. This is a whole new variant. And there are several things throughout like
Oh, he's
Zelda.
He's coming to the time. Ugh.
There's several things throughout Zelda lore that like time travel.
Yeah. A Tale of the Champions. Oh yeah, this isn't voiced, by the way. There's just music.
A diminutive and a great calamity they faced.
You can't rewrite history like that. It's cringe. I just need more Mifa screen time.
Oh, the way Ganon looked like he was fucking busting in that picture.
Bro, he busting and
Shut the fuck
crusting.
up. You're ruining my joke.
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry. Do you accept my
Oh
apology?
my god, is that Disney Castle?
A Disney Castle or just
Disney Castle trademark? Cinderella Castle? Definitely didn't forget the name. I like how Link's the only one not wearing a helmet like a dumbass.
because he's the main character, dude. Main characters can't wear, like, they have to have their face constantly.
Listen well, soldiers of Hyrule. In our long history,
This guy dies really fast.
God, I love this guy's nose. Wait, we had two very different thoughts.
Since Calamity Ganon's revival was prophesied.
Isn't this Death Mountain?
Yes, we have unearthed
Nah.
divine beasts and filled.
Nah, there's just a bunch of half-naked
I think it's
men
the
who
Rito
look
village.
retarded.
But a barricade of
No,
What'd
they're
you
just
say?
naked men. they're definitely not a bunch of half-naked
Because this
men.
way
Just retarded.
surges a horde like we have never faced.
Oh
before.
yeah, when
Even
enemies had
now,
normal
the enemy is
hordes.
clawing for
Yeah.
our throat. For Hyrule Castle itself.
God, you gotta love that.
We must extend
Gotta love
rare
what?
sight.
monsters roaming Hyrule.
It's a rare sight nowadays for enemies to have normal horns.
Our renewed
Yeah.
effort to stop the calamity.
I do not fit the castle's grooming standards, dude.
Now, go forth
You don't. You look like a twink.
and be brave for your kingdom.
I think you're shorter than most of the knights too.
I'm like 5'6", aren't I?
Yeah, you're short.
All right.
Yeah,
what
look how short you are. Look how short you are.
Oh, he's fast. Holy. Hold on.
And short.
What's the
Yeah,
attack
look
button?
how short you are. Dude, you're only slightly bigger than the bokoblins.
Dude, wait. Hold on. Let me see.
No, you're
Oh my
about the
god.
same.
Do you see like my proportions to them?
You're short, dude. Okay, forgive me if I'm wrong. Are we not like taller than them in the actual game?
I don't remember, dude.
Wait, I don't think we are.
Yeah,
Wait.
we're about the same size, huh? That is sad. Like really sad.
Right.
So, believe it or not,
Dude, he is. Yeah, he's literally like around the same height as a bokoblin.
okay, so believe it or not, I actually love these types of games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the first game I ever played like this was the Persona 5 one.
Oh, yeah.
Strikers. And honestly, so I don't know if it's canon or not, but it was probably like it was a really good story.
Huh.
And it was a good continuation, I think. Well, like it's a cheap continuation because it's just like, oh hey, this stuff, but again, and a little bit different. But there were characters introduced that I did like, and I did like. So you know how like Persona 5's thing is like stealth.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how they were gonna incorporate that, but they actually did a very like it's usually an RPG, but they actually did a very good job of incorporating that into the game.
Oh.
So that was my first experience with it, and then of course this one. Actually, I don't. Well, I played what's it called? I played Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, if that counts.
Oh, that counts. I'd say one of my favorite characters that comes out of this, because I've played this like before. Well, not played this, but like I have played it on someone else's thing. But I've like watched. Favorite character is Suga. I think that's how you say his name. I don't remember.
I have no idea who that is.
Have you not like seen any of this before?
I have. I just don't really remember.
Wait, would it be spoiled? Like, would you hate if I said it?
No. I've watched I've watched all the cutscenes. I just haven't like played through the whole game.
The one in the Yiga clan, the blade
Oh
master?
yeah, the bigger guy.
Koga's right hand.
Yeah. I actually do like him.
Yeah, he's cool. I actually am kind of upset. I know he came out after the initial game, but I kind of wish he was in the normal game as a boss.
Yeah, he is like for sure one of like the best.
The cool.
Yeah.
He's like the most serious Yiga. Other than that one, like the one that's like uber weird compared to the rest.
Yeah, you mean the mage guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still like Suga more.
Choo choo. Oh, they bust.
Oh, the bush.
What?
Oh my god.
Persona
game-
reference. Is that a Liza
this-
P reference?
Maybe. This game single-handedly makes me a little disappointed about TOTK.
Yeah. I think they should have brought Mifa back for TOTK.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. What's her name? Is her name like Yona or something like that? Like the Sidon's like wife?
Yeah.
Dude, she's good. She's good.
What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
She's a good character, but I don't like that she took Sidon away. Dude, this music is fucking hitting, bro.
I know that you can't hear it, but like the fact that you said that was so funny, because it is like the most repeated, just like like shit, you know.
So it's like, but it's
So for
both
like
ironic.
for a split second, I was like, oh shit, he's making a funny joke, but then I realized he's making a fucking funnier joke because he can't hear shit.
So it's a double joke because yeah, it's really not like good music and I can't even fucking hear it.
It's a tower. Oh my god, thank god there's no flying machines yet. That doesn't come for another, like, what, few hundred years? Like 103 years?
You're right. Oh, it's a tower. Thank God there's no gusts of wind around here.
Thank god there's no suspicious avian varieties.
Oh, thank God. Thank God there's no actually wait, no, there's flying guardians, you remember?
Oh yeah, shit, there are flying guardians. Damn it, and they have bombs.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that like, so, canonically, can you imagine, like these like monsters, if they are conscious, going from, like this Link to the Link in Breath of the Wild?
Oh God, no. What do you mean this Link to the Link of Breath of the Wild?
Like, cause he's like tearing through these motherfuckers like butter.
Oh yeah. And then going to like a weaker Link that still kicks their ass, but
Yeah.
like it takes them a minute.
Yes.
You know, okay, can we use this time playing this game because it's relevant to talk about Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, of course.
So I just want to voice my thing here. I think that like in general, it's not a bad game because like inherently the premise isn't bad, like and the gameplay isn't inherently bad. But like, I think it was lazy.
I disliked it a lot more than Breath of the Wild. Like, honestly, if they just gave us a more Breath of the Wild, I think I would have been happier, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So the reason I liked Breath of the Wild was because it was new.
Yeah.
It was something that I had never seen before, and also it was something that I actually like grew really fond of, and its premise is something that literally was made for me. Like I love monsters. I love the ideas of dungeons. I like the whole like exploring, and your objective is usually killing or like talking to monsters and shit like that. That is literally like that is me, you know?
Yeah.
And variety means a lot to me. But it also means that I enjoy the quality of things too.
Yeah.
So in Breath of the Wild, the thing that was so interesting to me was that unlike any other game I had seen, the enemy AI was so advanced. You know?
Yeah.
In a way, but not in a way that was like frustrating, in a way that was interesting and fun and dynamic for something that you wouldn't really expect, you know?
Yeah.
Especially out of like Zelda games where they're not like bad, but usually the enemies are really like one-noted.
Yeah. They do like one thing that you just have to look out for.
Exactly. So it was really fun and cool, especially in Breath of the Wild where that was happening. I'd say the Divine Beasts were not bad. The only thing I'd say is that their interior really like became like a little annoying after a bit because it was the same like, you know, general color scheme and stuff. But like the thing is that, and the Ganons, like I think the Ganons were fine. They weren't bad, but like I would have preferred like more diverse bosses. But I think that like the overworld bosses made that up for me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I liked them. But I think the biggest thing that I didn't like was like just the enemy variety in the original, you know?
Yeah.
Breath of
fair
the Wild,
enough.
that was the only thing that bugged me. And because like I don't mind elemental variants, but using that as an excuse to not have like actual diversity is a little annoying to me.
Fair enough.
But at least they did something, because other games literally just like change the color and make them like slightly buffer.
Yeah.
Which I know they did do that, but like that was like added on top of something, you know.
Yeah.
But like it was good. Like I enjoyed every enemy there, even the lesser ones. I'd say like my least favorite was maybe like the Wizrobes. But like the only reason why I didn't like the Wizrows was because they were like useless. Their drops were basically useless.
Yeah.
But other than that, like everything was like good. Like it was actually iconic for me. I actually liked the game.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Tears of the Kingdom left me with a sense of like,
What have they
wow.
been doing for the past, like, however long? Keep in mind, Breath of the Wild came out on the Wii U. And they've had... Like, I know the DLC, but the DLC wasn't, like... it was, like, refights and some new dialogue.
Yeah, and I'm so upset that they didn't add new things to the Moldu King. Like, that's all I'm saying. But other than that, they were fine. But I think the thing is my confusion is, like, how do you have a formula for something that's really good and you still manage to make it boring?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, got rid of the Guardians. That's an immediate negative, by the way.
Yes.
Getting rid of the Guardians.
That was absurd, in my opinion.
The Guardians were like the most. I legitimately don't think to this day I have found a creature in a video game, whether mechanical or organic, that has made me feel such fear just walking around.
Yeah, dude, that
I would
theme
encounter it.
was like...
Literally like heart like palpitating. Like that was like, you know. It's amazing. And it's one of those things where like they kind of just hit the nail on the head. And it's not even like the Guardians are super dynamic when you think about that.
Yeah, they're like, you just hit their eyes, you cut off their legs. It's a
Yeah,
very
and
fun.
they do one
It's a
attack.
very. I'll be honest with you, like those guys and the Lionels are my favorite fights.
Agreed. I love those, and Lionel. Okay, now moving to that, Lionels are probably the most like fun enemy I think I've fought in like almost any game.
Especially considering how like mid they were in like every other like version of them, you know?
They're so mid that the only other one people think of is the original,
Yeah,
and even then, most people don't even know that that's a Lionel.
yeah, because
Most people that think that's just a centaur. So like, honestly, it was the biggest upgrade I've ever seen in the history of like enemy.
like it
reoccurrence.
went from like one of the most forgettable, unnoticeable enemies, like to the point where no one even know their name, to being like probably, in my opinion, like one of the most popular like boss monsters. Like
And
everyone knows
iconic, yeah.
everyone knows what a like a bokoblin is and stuff now, but like if you went back, no one knew what a fucking
Lionel was.
yeah.
And like I think that's just like amazing, and like the fact that they're able to do that in such an effective way, to the point where I legitimately don't think, like, I love refighting bosses and stuff, but I don't think I've ever went back to fight an enemy, not even technically a boss, that
Yeah.
many times, just because I loved it so much.
I know what you mean. It's just such a fun fight. Like, of course, my favorite games being like Souls-likes, Sekiro and Lies of P particularly, being some of my favorite games just solely for the combat. I love an engaging fight that like you don't have to like focus entirely, but it just feels so good when things go smooth, you know?
Yeah, and it just looks dynamic.
It
you know?
looks
It's just
it looks like you're doing something cool.
exactly, and that's what I love about them, because they are so ironically beginner friendly too.
Yeah.
Like that's the funniest part. They're
Like,
probably, like they would be the best start to like a Souls game. That's the funniest part.
Yeah. So, like, believe it or not, like the easy, like at least in my opinion, in Breath of the Wild, the easiest things to parry were the Lionels and the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians were just awkward to initially time.
Yeah.
But once you get, they literally have a little beep, 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 and they like tell you exactly
Yeah.
when they're going through. And the Lionels, it's like they're heavy swingers, so you kind of can gauge when they're gonna do their stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And they're one of the like few that like have just unblockable or parryable attacks. So like it's like, you know, you got to learn a little bit more than the other ones.
Oh no.
Oh, Koroks.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way, right?
No, I doubt it.
How many?
Do you want me to look it up?
Yes. If it's
Okay.
anywhere near the... Why do they keep throwing their fucking bats at me, bro?
160.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
But so my problem with BOTK is just that it legitimately felt so dry.
It felt like it was like more empty, and like I didn't want to what's it called? I didn't want to like explore all of it like I did Breath of the Wild.
So with Breath of the Wild, the more I saw things, the more I wanted to see more, even if it wasn't inherently super filled.
Yeah.
With this one, the more I saw, legitimately, the less likely I was to see more of it.
Yeah.
Like that I would want to. And the funniest part is I've never explored the entire sky. Even though there's not even a lot to explore up there.
Yeah.
And I've explored the entire underground, but that was just because I saw one new mini boss and I thought there has to be more. And there wasn't.
There wasn't. Yeah.
So my biggest problem with the game inherently is that the trailers, technically the game scammed everyone. And when I say that, I mean like all the trailers were only showing the Sky Islands. All of it was based on how the Sky Islands were and all that.
I'll be so real with you. The Sky Islands, like all of the cool Sky Island stuff was on like the beginning area.
Exactly, but I'm saying like you remember the trailers and everything was only showing the Sky Islands.
Yeah.
How long did you spend on the Sky Islands total? Would you say?
Hardly anything, dude. Like those were some of probably the most boring places I've been to.
Good.
But they were the ones that were shown the most.
Yeah.
The fucking depths weren't even shown.
Yeah. They were hinted at, never shown. Which I think they were
And the
trying to
worst part-
do, but like there's still nothing there.
How is the most shown thing have the least content, but the one that's not even shown has the most content, but it's still
Bill,
empty?
it's still bad content.
The thing is that like I love the frogs. I will say that right now. I love the frogs, but that is primarily because my favorite boss in like the history of Zelda for the most part was like King Dodongo for the longest.
I think the only reason I like the underground was because of the repeat bosses.
An inexplicable guardian.
Yeah, that too. But like the thing is that like I love Dodongos, so like having what is essentially a Dodongo in Tears of the Kingdom, that was cool to me.
Ha, stupid. Is this gonna be a consistent bit?
No, stop right
What does
there.
it look like?
Looks like an egg.
That looks like it would come out of a bird's ass.
I
Sorry.
can't help but agree.
Cloaca.
Is that
Each
the...
of you has
that's-
Yeah, that's where
served your
the-
kingdom
yeah.
admirably. Huh.
I think the Royal Guard uniform looks
Dude,
gay.
I want to be fucking entangled in King Romulus's beard, dude.
You made it.
I'll be real with you,
I'm
Zelda's
glad you're
so
safe
fucking
enough.
mid.
Yes. Your
Like-
Highness.
This is probably the
And
most
I
mid
received the
Zelda,
Sheikah slave
like
from Dora.
unironically. I think most of the other ones are like nicer looking.
Ah,
I think Link is such a
What is
goofy guy.
that?
And yes, I do
I think
agree
I
with
just
you.
don't. I think I just don't
Your
like British
Highness.
people.
I agree,
Or like
but you know what I agree with more?
what?
There's one scene where she's thick. And I think that is redeeming enough to counteract the British part.
The Sheikah
Agreed.
slate conveyed the little guardian's purpose.
Is there voice acting here?
This
Yeah.
anomalous visitor had traveled
You can talk,
from a
though.
future of ruin.
Okay,
People
A
can
time
read.
in the midst
Yeah, but
of
I was saying-
calamity
dude.
to
I'm
save
just saying
Princess
right now,
Zelda.
I hate the introduction of the Zonai warriors and guardian things.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I like some of their designs. I hate how they play.
Renowned
They are
researchers
pretty
of
lame.
ancient technology
They're awkward.
to study
Dodging
the
their
god
attacks are
and
awkward.
investigate
like,
the mysterious
fighting them is
talent that
awkward,
had appeared
And
in
like
Hyrule.
the early ones, because of their awkward movement
King
and
Rowan of
attacks,
Hyrule
means they're the
gave his
easiest
assent.
enemies. Like they're probably just as easy as choo-choos.
Choo-choos are supposed
And,
to
like-
be hard.
No, I'm saying they're so easy that they're like choo-choos.
Uh,